Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I did, I think, 5 or 6 different toddler hairstyles, so if you're interested, then just keep watching.
Hi guys! Hi guys!
So the first thing I like to do is go in and spray her whole head down with water, and unfortunately it's the part that she actually hates the most. I then go in with a comb and I just comb out all the knots she has, which usually it's not too bad, but towards the back of her head it gets really knotted. After I'm done combing it all out, I'll section off the front piece, probably about an inch thick, and then I'll just comb everything else backwards just to move it out of the way. With the front piece that I sectioned off, I'll go in and I'll grab a thin piece from the front and I'll section that off into 3 pieces and I'll start a French braid. If you don't know how to French braid, you could also twist it or just pin this piece back. Once you get towards the side of their head, I then will just tie it off with an elastic. These are, I think, the brand Goody. After I tie that off, I just kind of mess up the rest of her hair so it's not so stuck to her head, and then I go in with Shea Moisture Leave-In Conditioner, and I'll just spray all of her hair. Her hair is quite curly, so I also just kind of scrunch it up to help the curls get their shape back from combing them. The next style, it's not one that I do very often, but I did a lot when her bangs were much shorter. I'll just part her hair into 2 sections. And then in the top section, I'll comb it and then tie it off with an elastic. And then I'll comb up all of the underneath hair and I'll tie that in with the top pony. I usually do her ponies pretty high up on her head, and that's just to accommodate for how short the front is, but you don't have to tie it up so high if you don't like it that way. And then I kind of scrunch up her pony and comb out the little knots that it gets and fix the front pieces, and that's the second hairstyle. For the third style, I just basically did a messy bun. I comb up everything to the top of her head, and then I secure it with an elastic. I actually kind of prefer to do this hairstyle when her hair is dry versus wet, just because I'm not a big fan of the slicked look. I like it more messy. For the fourth style, I'm going to part her hair down the center, all the way to the back of her neck. And then I'm going to comb all the hair up to the top. This is one style that I do like it kind of slicked, just because usually throughout the day pieces will start falling down, so it's just easier to start it off kind of tight. I'm going to loop it around the hair completely a couple times, and then I'm going to only go halfway on the last time. And then I'm just going to do the exact same thing on the other side, trying to make them as even as I can. For the fifth hairstyle, this is one of my favorites. I'm going to start with a diagonal part, and I'm going to go from one side of her head to the center of the crown in the back of her head. I use this Old Spice putty. It was actually Brendan's, but it works really well for like the little fine bits in the front of her head, just so I can kind of get a grip on them, and it also keeps them in the braid longer. I'm going to start off by sectioning it into 3 pieces and then just doing a French braid like I did in the first hairstyle. Jovi has this double cowlick on the crown of her head, so I usually will go like right past that cowlick mark just so I don't have big pieces sticking up, but anywhere around that area is where I would stop. And then I would just secure that with an elastic. I'll then go in with a little bit more cream on the other side in the front of her hair, and then French braid that back to the same area as the last. This is a good hairstyle also if they have shorter front pieces, because you don't have to worry about them falling out too much, and it just keeps their bangs out of their face. And then I go in straight from this hairstyle, I'll go straight into the 6th hairstyle, which is the one that I probably do the most out of all of these styles. And I will split it down the center and the back, and then comb one side up to that front braid. I'll tie it off, and I'll go around the ponytail a couple times, and then on the last time I'll only go halfway to leave a bun. And then I just do the exact same thing on the other side, hoping again that they're approximately the same on each side. You can do this hairstyle too if you don't know how to French braid, and you can just comb it back and put it in a ponytail and then comb the back up and put it in the bun. I then will go in a little bit more with the cream on the back of her head just because when we are going somewhere, this is when I'll do the hairstyle, and the back will get all messed up if I don't put any cream on there.
Eat it, Mommy.
What?
And cereal.
Cereal?
Yeah.
Now I make tacos. Okay?
I would get that too.
You want tacos?
Yeah, please.
Okay, I'll make you some tacos, okay?
With side.
With some cheese?
No, please.
No cheese?
No, the outside.
I bought more.
Oh, eat it, Mommy.
You're welcome, baby.
Side.
What?
Side.
Outside?
Yeah.
We're gonna eat dinner outside?
Yeah.
Well, I better get to cooking then, huh?
Yeah.
Alright. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you want to see more hairstyles that I do for her, let me know down in the comments and I'll try and whip something up.
Yeah.
Yeah?
And cereal.
Alright, you want cereal?
Yeah.
I gotta get her some dinner, so until next time.